Hi everyone, welcome. Today for class, we're going to take a gentle flow that's really focusing on releasing our joints, taking them through the range of motions. So I suggest having at least a blanket for class. You might find that nice to have underneath your knees. Otherwise, feel free to gather any other props you like to use to support you during practice. And when you are ready, we'll actually get started in a child's pose. So taking the knees wide apart, toes coming together, stretching the arms out long in front of you. Maybe forehead comes to rest on the mat. And just taking a moment in this pose to connect with your breath. Rooting down from the sacrum, really feeling the breath move down the back, opening up the lung space in the back body. Nice full breaths here. Maybe inviting in a gentle ujjayi breathing made by a slight constriction in the back of the throat, causing an ocean wave-like sound with your breath. Perhaps you'd like to invite in an intention for class. Feel free to do so now, repeating that to yourself 3 times. Feel ready to start to invite in a little movement. Start by walking your hands over to the right side of the mat. Left hand follows, so much so that perhaps it stacks on top of the right hand, creating a side stretch through the left body. Full breath here. Walk your hands over to the other side, so much so the right hand stacks on top of the left, creating a long line of energy through the right side body. Come back through center. Lift yourself up to hands and knees. We'll go through a couple cat-cow. So drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine, curl in. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And continue in this way, making your way through spinal flexion and extension, allowing the breath to move you. Perhaps inviting in any organic movements that feel nice in your body today. Perhaps making some circles, moving in one direction and then the other. Eventually coming back to tabletop position, planting firmly into the left hand, lift the right arm up to the sky, and then exhale, thread it in between your arm and your leg, allowing the arm to hover an inch or two off the mat. Then inhale that arm back up to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread the arm through, hover. Inhale, arm raises, look up. Exhale, thread the arm through. This time, lay the arm, the shoulder onto the mat. Resting here, hips high to the sky. Perhaps the left hand starts to walk its way up to the top of the mat. Feeling the compression into the shoulder joint. A few breaths here. And walk that left hand back underneath your shoulder. Press in. Allow the right arm to lift up to the sky. Reach. Exhale. Come back to tabletop. Do the same thing, other side. Shift the weight to the right hand, grounding down so the left arm can reach up towards the sky. Look up. Exhale. Thread the arm through. Hover for a moment. Then inhale, reach back up. Exhale, thread through and hover. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread through. This time laying your arm, your shoulder onto the mat. Keeping the hips high to the sky. Reach the right arm up in front of you to the top of the mat. Breathing here. So gently compress the left shoulder, creating a subtle twist. And walk the right hand back underneath you, pressing into it so the left arm can reach up towards the sky. Look up. Exhale, back down to tabletop. Feel free to shift your weight, refind your balance, just taking a moment to notice what's changed. Then take your right foot, extend it out long behind you, coming up onto your toes. Just rock back and forth, feeling the stretch in the back body. Lifting the kneecaps, feel strength in the legs, so much so that it can lift up off the ground. Perhaps left hand starts to crawl its way forward, either staying grounded or perhaps even lifting into a bird dog. Feeling balanced as the opposite hand and foot reach in two different directions. Exhale, lower them both back down to the mat. Same thing, other side. Lengthen the left leg long behind you, coming up onto your toes. Rocking back and forth, just shifting the weight. Feeling the stretch in the back body. And then lifting the kneecap, finding strength in the legs. Allow it to float off the ground. Either stay here or perhaps the right hand starts to reach out in front of you, staying grounded, or even lifting up off the mat for bird dog. Hand reaching long in front of you, an opposite foot reaching long behind you. Feeling strength and balance through the core. Exhale, release hands and foot. This time, bend your elbows, lower all the way down to the mat. Hands next to the low ribs. Lift one leg and then the other, creating a long, stable tail behind you. Inhale, press into your hands. Lift your chest through for low cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Again, inhale, lift your chest. Look forward, low cobra. Exhale, lower back down. This time, take your hands off to the sides of the mat, tensing up on your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, dip one shoulder down, looking in opposite direction. Inhale, back up. Do the same the other side for a dancing cobra variation. Do this for a few rounds just on your own. Once you feel even and balanced, come back up and exhale, lower down. Cross your arms at the top of the mat. Allow your forehead to rest on your arms for crocodile just for a moment. Move your hands back underneath you. Push through tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your knees just an inch or two off the mat. Hover. We'll be here for a breath or two. And allow your knees to touch back to the mat. Untuck your toes. Take your right foot, lift it up into the air. Then exhale, big step forward. Maybe take a couple steps so that it's at the front of the mat. Coming into dragon. Feel free to shift your weight. Just really opening up the front of the left hip. Either staying up on your hands. Perhaps you'd like to go down onto your elbows. We'll only be here for a breath or two, and taking your time to explore. If you're on your elbows, come back up. Walk the right leg back behind you, coming into tabletop again. Notice what's changed between the right and left body. And take your left foot, reach it up into the air. Exhale, big step forward, or maybe multiple small ones. The left foot's at the top of the mat. Dragon pose on the other side. Low lunge. Just noticing any thoughts or sensations that come. And allowing your breath to move through. Releasing anything that has or hasn't happened. You went down on your elbows. Maybe you do the same on this side as well. When you feel ready, take that foot back behind you. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. This time, lengthen your legs out long, raising the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your dog. Perhaps coming up onto your toes and dropping the heels from one side to the other. Taking some time to explore here. Feeling a long energy from your sacrum down your spine, relaxing your neck, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, heels reaching towards the mat. Inhale, come into plank pose. Be here for a moment. Exhale, lower the knees, chest, chin, untuck the toes. Inhale, either low cobra, perhaps up dog. Exhale, roll through tabletop, push back into child's pose. Inhale, come up through tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift and straighten your knees back into downward facing dog. This time, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, step it through your hands. Inhale up to warrior one. Dropping the left foot down, pressing into the outside of the left foot. Deep bend into the right knee. Exhale, reach your arms out long, warrior two. Gaze over the front right fingers, continuing to feel the strength in your legs as you push into the outside of the left foot. Deep bend into the right knee. Drop your right arm to your right knee, and then lift your left arm up over into extended side angle. So allowing the breath to be full and deep. Trying not to collapse too much into your elbow, but really allowing the torso, the obliques to lift your body. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your right foot back into plank. Exhale, lower either cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time, left foot reaches up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Rotating your right foot down. Inhale your arms up to warrior one. Again, feeling strength in the back leg as you push into the outside of the right foot. Deep bend into the left knee. You should still be able to see your toes, left knee tracking over the left ankle. Allowing the bandhas to be engaged here, lifting tall through the spine. Exhale, open your arms out wide to warrior two. Gaze over the left fingers. And drop your left elbow to left knee. Right arm reaches up and over for extended side angle. Long line of energy through the right side of the body. Feeling grounded and rooted through the legs. Feeling the lift through your obliques. Inhale back through warrior two. Stay here for a breath. And exhale, cartwheel your hands back down, step back to plank, and then lower, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time, take your right foot up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, but stay low. You're going to walk the right foot over to the left side of the mat. And then drop that knee down, lower the back leg, untuck the toes. We'll start off in high pigeon pose, allowing the torso to remain upright. Staying here for a breath or two. Perhaps you'd like to put a block or move your blanket under the right hip just for a little bit more support. And either staying here or, if you'd like, lower your torso down to the mat, perhaps staying on elbows or even reaching out long. We'll be here for a couple rounds of breath, allowing the breath to massage your body, creating compression into that right hip. Eventually pushing yourself back up. Plant your palms, tuck your back toes. Inhale, reach the right leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, place it back down. Pedal through your dog, just noticing the difference between the right and left side. And lift the left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, step it through, but we're staying low. Heel toe the left foot over to the right side of the mat until the left knee can be placed down. Lower the right leg, untuck the toes. We'll stay tall first. Just taking the moment to really root through your legs, noticing the parts of the body that are touching the floor. Allowing the breath to be nice and deep, this upright position. Only if it's comfortable for you, start to reach your hands out in front of you, lowering your torso to the mat. Perhaps coming onto elbows or even forehead, coming towards the mat. Notice that one side may be different than the other, and that's okay. Things may be different from day to day, and that's okay too. Just being in the present moment, noticing what your body calls to today. Eventually walking your hands back underneath you. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the left leg up high to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, drop it back down. Again, just taking a moment to notice what's changed. Inhale, come into plank. Drop your knees, tabletop. And then you can cross your ankles, roll over. We're going to come into a seated position. Just an easy seat, however you'd like to get there. Taking a moment to really ground and connect with the mat beneath you. Reaching tall through the spine. And extend the legs out long. Dandasana. Hands can come to the sides. Perhaps a light press into the hands just to really extend the spine up tall. And exhale, fold forward, grabbing shins, ankles, big toes, or sides of the feet, just for a gentle forward stretch. Trying not to round the spine too much, but keeping the spine nice and long. Really hinging from the hips here, tilting the pelvis forward. Release. Come back into Dandasana. And then scoot yourself down so much so that you can bend your knees, grabbing onto the front of your knees, and one vertebrae at a time, rolling yourself down to your back body, curling into a ball, perhaps moving side to side, just massaging out the low back. Eventually dropping the feet towards the mat into a restorative supported bridge. And either staying here or perhaps inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up to the sky, and exhale, lower them back down. We'll go through a few rounds of dynamic bridge, inhaling, lifting your hips up towards the sky, and then exhale, lowering, allowing the sacrum to rest on the mat. Just a few more rounds on your own. Exploring dynamic bridge. Allowing the breath to move your body. Let it lead the way. Perhaps go through one more round. Eventually letting the hips touch back down. Bring your knees back into your chest, curling into a ball, rocking side to side. Eventually, so much so that the knees come over to the right side. Arms come out to cactus arms or to a T, looking in the opposite direction for a gentle spinal twist. Eventually unwinding, allowing the knees to float back through center. Perhaps rocking side to side, but eventually knees over to the left side of the mat. Gaze over towards the right. Unwind. Come back through center. In these final moments of class, feel free to take whatever postures call to you in this moment. Perhaps it's a waterfall or legs up the wall. Perhaps a happy baby. Just taking a time to explore your body and any organic movements that it needs before it settles into Shavasana. Eventually, all making our way into Shavasana. It can look like anything on any particular day, but perhaps laying flat on your back, extending one leg and then the other, arms resting out to the sides, palms up to receive or down to ground, allowing your spine to come into alignment. Eyes either closed or gently softened. Relaxing the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Just scanning through the body, allowing it to release into the support beneath it. Know that you can pause here for as long as you need. Otherwise, the next time you hear my voice, I'll be calling you to the end of practice. Slowly, ever so gently, start to call your attention back to the space around you. In your mind's eye, see your body resting in Shavasana. And start to invite in gentle movements, perhaps wiggling the fingers and toes, circling out the hands and the wrists, the feet and the ankles. Deepening the breath, either coming into a big good morning stretch, or perhaps curling into a ball, eventually finding your way to a fetal position on your favorite side. Take a full round of breath here. Allowing yourself to remember your intention for practice. Eventually pushing yourself up into a seated position. Arms, hands either resting in the lap or perhaps at heart center. And just taking a moment of gratitude for showing up to the mat today. The light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in all of you. Namaste.